What is going on, Star Wars fans? We are here and we're going to be talking about the series finale of Star Wars Rebels. Now, if you guys missed it last night, I do apologize. This will be spoilers. I even missed it last night, but I went ahead and I watched it. It was absolutely incredible, and we're going to have to definitely talk about it, so let's go ahead. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, if you guys like the content I do provide. Again, share the video, share the channel, and like the video. Guys, we have a huge stuff to talk about. We have family reunion and farewell. Now, this was the series finale of Star Wars Rebels. There's so much that happened. I'm gonna just kind of go over it for those that have seen it, those that have not seen it. If you do get a little confused, again, I apologize, but go ahead and watch the episode again so that way you can just kind of keep up, as well as it was even hard for me to kind of keep up a little bit because there's so much going on, and I'm like, okay, I gotta talk about this, but I'm just gonna kind of be all over the place. But I'm gonna start with the ending. First off, we have where Zeb and also another friend of the Rebels went to his own homeworld. And I found that pretty cool. And everyone's like, oh, they're a couple. And I don't think they're a couple. I just think they're good friends now. I just think they're very good friends. And that is, Zeb and Callus, they became good friends because they developed a good connection. They became great friends. It did say that Rex was on the Battle of Endor, so that was confirmed, as well as Hera had a son, which was Kanan's. I do believe Kanan was the father of their son named Jason Syndulla, and everyone's like, oh, it's Ezra's kid. No, it's not Ezra's kid, and which I will get to here in a second. Thrawn was taken by Ezra in the Imperial ship when they used pretty much the attack on Lothal to use all the creatures as well as the Force to hold on, and Ezra left. And he had a huge decision to make, like to sacrifice himself for his friends, and he left him a message, and he kept on saying, the Force will be with you always. So we got to see that, as well as Ezra give himself up pretty much like Kanan did. He went with Thrawn, holding him by using the beast that he's seen before, as well as using the Force. So I really I loved it. I think it was great, and I believe Ezra is alive. And everyone's like, oh, he could be alive, he could be dead. But I don't think he is dead. I think he is alive because Sabine stayed on Lothal. She was there because she said the attack never happened. It was, I guess, years after the war, a few years after the war, how Syndulla and Rex were on the Battle of Endor, which they were mentioned, which it was confirmed. Also, Rex and Callus went their own way. She stayed on Ezra's homeworld as a promise to look after everyone. The war never came back to there. They won. And then at the very end, you see her going up to a painting of basically the Ghost Crew, and she's saying that it's time to bring him home. And basically, you turn around and you see Ahsoka in a looks to be like kind of like a formal Jedi robes, but more like almost like a Grand Master is what it really reminded me of. And I don't know if she's taken the role of that, going back to being a Jedi or something, or alone or something. I don't really know if she's going to be staying as a great Jedi or she's going to be becoming a Jedi Master or a Grand Master. It all depends on how they do it. But also, Sabine turns around. She says it's time to bring Ezra home. She puts her helmet on. She looks so much different. She cut her hair, and she puts her helmet back on. And so it's going to be Ahsoka as well as Sabine that's going to be looking out for, going to go find Ezra. And this episode, these last few episodes, was absolutely amazing. And I think that, again, Ezra is somehow alive. And I don't want to say that Ezra, like, again, everyone's been like, oh, Ezra had a child. No, Ezra did not have a child. I do not believe that is his. I do not believe that is his child. I believe that is Kanan's as well as Hera's child. I do firmly believe that. We got to see the Lothal Wolves fight against the Empire, which is absolutely incredible. As soon as we saw that preview with Ezra just in the in the cave, and then they're like, he just looks, and then you see like the little Farwell's right behind him. It was like, oh shit, like here we go. It was amazing. And then we also got to see, of course, the other clone troopers return, which was absolutely incredible. And then we also got to see the return of Palpatine trying to get Ezra to choose another way. Like, oh, his mother and father was still alive, that he could still have them. And that's what Palpatine was trying to do, because basically what happened is that Thawne, after the rebels took over the main base on Lothal, they pretty much held everyone in the base, and then Thal came back after going to Coruscant, and he basically said, if you do not give up, then I'm just going to keep blowing the entire planet. And when that happened, Ezra didn't have a choice, so he was like, fine, I'll give up. And he did that because he knew what was going to happen. He knew if he did not help his own people, then Thawne was going to keep doing it. So that's why he sacrificed himself. And he knew that Sabine and the rest of the others would understand at some point, but he still did it. So I really liked that, as well as that's how he got captured. And we saw him with Palpatine. And we also got to see, of course, Palpatine use his normal look before he got more disfigured than he was, to try to trick Ezra into using what he thought was his family, which it wasn't. It was like a memory of his family, because Ezra used the Force, and he finally said, he says, I gotta let you go, and he just said goodbye. And you got to see them say, we love you, Ezra, and that was pretty much his goodbye to his family. He never got a proper goodbye to his family, and he finally got that by choosing his new family over his blood family. And I really liked how that happened, because I think that Ezra really went above and beyond for his new family, and he showed that, you know, family does not end in blood, and that's true. And he really became part of this new family, and I just can't wait to see if they're going to do a spinoff, which I think is possible, which I will definitely go over in another video. And we're just going to have to wait and see. But guys, there's just so much that happened in this episode. I'm going to have to go into another video and probably talk to you guys about, which I will. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Again, if you guys are new, let me know what your thoughts were about Star Wars Rebels, the last series finale. I think that Ezra will come back, as well as Ahsoka, as well as Sabine. I like to see them three in their own little show, just them three. I think that'd be pretty cool. So I'm going to make a video about that probably at some point this week. So be on the lookout for that. Let me know what you guys think about that again in the comments down below. Hope you guys are enjoying your day, your night, wherever you may be located. And I'll be seeing you on the very next one. And the Force will be with you always.